Chronicle from 20th Century Fox, released February 3rd, 2012, starring Dane DeHaan, produced by James Dobson, written by Max Landis, directed by Josh Trank, who also did the Fantastic Four 2015 remake. It's actually pretty close to one of the comic books, even though everyone ripped and tore it apart. I thought it was okay, but we'll talk about that another day. He also did some adaptation of Capone, story of Al Capone, and had a budget of $12 million and a box office earnings of $126.6 million. So, what is Chronicle? Chronicle is a found footage film which is about a young teen who's always getting picked on, and he has an abusive father with a dying mother, and him and his cousin's friend go to a party, and it's awkward, and he gets like beat up and stuff, and he's upset. So they go and check out some weird hole in the ground, which ends up being like some like alien type crystal craft sort of thing, and they touch it, and little do they know, they realize they have some form of superpowers. They can control things with their mind, and they can fly, and it's fun and games for the first half, and basically dark things start happening. They all randomly start getting nosebleeds and stuff, and then all of a sudden some of them take it too far, and bad things happen. Overall, I thought this film, well, when I first saw this film, I went to go see this in theaters, and I was absolutely appalled by it and hated it, and I walked out. But now, being 8 years later, I finally sat through the whole thing, and it's actually not that bad as I originally thought. I was in a phase where all I watched was horror films and nothing else mattered, and I was at the beginning of my major peak with modern disappointment of modern films in general, because everything is the same. So, but I'm watching this, I actually really enjoy it, especially now after the whole crappy ass Marvel universe and the EC trying to catch up, and it's all cookie cutter bullshit. So basically, yeah, it was actually refreshing to see an anti-hero story, basically. And it has quite a dark turn to it halfway through, and I actually kind of enjoyed that. Um, it's a fun little film. It's only like an hour and 18 minutes or hour 20 minutes, so it's a very quick one watch. But I thought wasn't bad. The acting is hit and miss for most parts, and the story is a basic origin story. There's nothing really to it. It is enjoyable. Some of the CG's not that great anymore, but it still is reasonable. And also, there's films that came out to theaters last year that have shittier CGI than this film. So, yeah, the special effects and stuff was okay in my opinion. It has to be, well, for me it has to be like amazing, like Lord of the Rings style great when it first came out for me to be like praise it. But yeah, but yeah, overall it was an interesting concept. The found footage stuff was okay. I just hated the fact that he could float his camera around because he's pretending to hold it. What a cop out. But they had to get certain shots, so they had to come up with ways to do it. So, yeah, this isn't like one where they like tried to like say, well, governments are trying to hide this from us or anything like that. This basically has a film credit roll at the end. So, yeah, but it's a fun little film with a dark turn, and there's not really much else to say for it except it's a little generic. So, uh, yeah, besides it being found footage and showing little different angles of stuff and the hardships of dealing with family who have really compressed anger issues and stuff, and friends who die suddenly and hard to come loss and grief and everything like that. It tackles some pretty dark issues too, which is intriguing. But overall, I did find it just seemed generic. Um, this and little bits of some films that I've already done it there and stuff like that. So, yeah, I still thought it was enjoyable. I probably won't watch it for a while though. So, yeah, I'm gonna give this one a 3 out of 5 because what else can I say? It's a found footage movie. So, yeah, if you're really interested in what I'm talking about, there's a trailer down below, and because you probably forgot about it, and yeah, check that out. Also, check out my Instagram down below where I post clips of films that I'm going to review in the future. All my story on Instagram, and also look for the film title and a hashtag, really small, hidden somewhere. I do that for fun. So if you really want to see and are interested in what I'm watching, what I'm going to be talking about sometime soon in the future, better follow me there. Also, comment down below if you've seen this film, what you think of it. I'd love to hear about it. And comment other films. If you have any other films that you want to hear my opinions on, comment those down below. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can. Any films at all. I'll review chick flicks. I'll review it. I watch everything. So, yeah, definitely do that. Make sure you like this video, share it if you really want to, and obviously make sure you subscribe because I have no idea what I'm going to review next. So, and nobody knows. So, with that, yeah, make sure you subscribe. Check out Chronicle. It's not that bad, like I originally thought. So, yeah, but till the next one. See you in the next review.